Try Not To Gasp. Everybody Hates Chris, 2005. All cast, then V's now. Welcome to Legends of Black Excellence. What if we told you that the awkward teen from Everybody Hates Chris is now a Golden Globe winner? Or that the show's youngest star once lived in a car before becoming a rising TV powerhouse? Shocking, right? From secret struggles to stunning glow-ups. The cast of this iconic sitcom has gone through transformations you won't believe. Get ready for a jaw-dropping journey from 2005 to today. Don't blink. You might miss a few surprises. Make sure to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss stories that celebrate Black brilliance. Tyler James Williams, born on October 9, 1992 in Westchester County, New York. Tyler James Williams first entered the entertainment world through voice work and minor TV appearances. His early credits include roles on Little Bill and Sesame Street, but it was his breakout at age 13 as the lead in Everybody Hates Chris that placed him firmly in the spotlight. Inspired by Chris Rock's teenage years, the show relied heavily on Tyler's comedic timing and emotional depth, showcasing a performer wise beyond his age. He quickly became a fan favorite, portraying awkward adolescence with charm and sincerity. At just 14, he won the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Actor in a comedy series, making history as the youngest recipient of that honor. After the show concluded in 2009, Tyler didn't fade into obscurity. Instead, he took creative risks that expanded his reach. In 2012, he surprised audiences with his musical abilities in Disney Channel's Let It Shine, blending rap with performance to great acclaim. Later, he tackled darker material with a recurring role on AMC's The Walking Dead, displaying his dramatic prowess. His most transformative work arrived with ABC's Abbott Elementary, where he plays Gregory Eddy, a reserved but thoughtful substitute-turned-teacher. The role earned him a Golden Globe in 2023 and 3 Primetime Emmy nominations, cementing his evolution from child actor to respected industry talent. Critics praised his subtle delivery and ability to balance humor with grounded emotion. Off-screen, Tyler has also been candid about his health journey, revealing his years-long battle with Crohn's disease. Undergoing multiple surgeries and hospitalizations, he used his platform to advocate for awareness and support for those living with chronic conditions, becoming a voice of resilience for many. Currently, he continues to act, produce, and write, constantly exploring new challenges. Though he declined to return as a voice actor for the animated reboot, Everybody Still Hates Chris. His legacy remains integral to the original show's identity. Tyler's path exemplifies growth, artistic bravery, and the strength to redefine oneself beyond early fame, a true success story rooted in perseverance and purpose. Tichina Arnold. Tichina Arnold lit up the screen as Rochelle, the no-nonsense mother of Chris in Everybody Hates Chris. With her razor-sharp delivery, unmatched comedic instinct, and memorable lines like, "My man has 2 jobs," she didn't just play a character, she embodied the spirit of fierce, protective motherhood. Born with a flair for performance, Tichina entered the industry young, and by the time she took on the role of Rochelle, she was already a seasoned actress with a commanding screen presence. Her portrayal of Rochelle wasn't just funny, it was layered. Underneath the sass and quick wit was a woman struggling to keep her family afloat, demanding respect in a world that often denied her dignity. Audiences related to her toughness, laughed at her brutal honesty, and saw reflections of their own mothers in her every line. It was this authenticity that made Rochelle unforgettable and solidified Tichina as a comedic powerhouse. But Arnold's career didn't pause when the show ended. She transitioned effortlessly into a string of television successes. Whether playing high-strung wives, witty neighbors, or headstrong entrepreneurs, she consistently brought charisma and soul to every role. Her comedic timing remained impeccable, but she also displayed dramatic range when needed, proving her versatility time and again. What sets Tichina apart is her longevity and reinvention. She never allows herself to be boxed in. From sitcoms to animated projects to musical ventures, she continues to redefine her place in the industry. Now, with her return as Rochelle in the upcoming animated reboot, Everybody Still Hates Chris, She's bridging generations, reintroducing a classic character to a new era while honoring the legacy of the original. Away from the spotlight, she's known for her vivacious personality, her community involvement, and her resilience. A trailblazer who thrives on boldness and integrity. Tichina Arnold remains a force in entertainment, unapologetically strong, fiercely talented, and endlessly relevant. Her journey is not just about fame, but about sustaining greatness through commitment, courage, and authenticity. Terry Crews. Before Terry Crews became a beloved television dad, he was known for his power and precision on the football field. A former professional athlete, he brought his unmatched work ethic and imposing presence to Hollywood, but it was his portrayal of Julius, the frugal, hard-working patriarch on Everybody Hates Chris that truly resonated with audiences. With his booming voice and impeccable comedic delivery, Terry turned Julius into a symbol of strength, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication to family. Viewers laughed at his penny-pinching ways, but they also admired his constant hustle and fatherly wisdom. After the sitcom wrapped, Terry's career took off in exciting directions. He embraced his gift for comedy with scene-stealing roles in White Chicks and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, while also branching into hosting with America's Got Talent and several award shows. His ability to balance humor with heart made him universally appealing. But behind the smiles and muscle was a man deeply committed to growth emotionally and spiritually. Terry became a powerful voice against toxic masculinity and openly discussed past struggles using his platform to inspire healing and change. What's remarkable is how he's maintained authenticity while navigating fame. Whether voicing animated characters or delivering motivational speeches, he remains consistent, driven, optimistic, and refreshingly vulnerable. Now, reprising his role as Julius in Everybody Still Hates Chris, he continues to connect with longtime fans and new viewers alike. Terry's journey reflects transformation through purpose, a rare blend of strength, sincerity, and staying power. Tequan Richmond. Tequan Richmond first captured hearts as Drew Rock, the charming, confident younger brother in Everybody Hates Chris. With effortless swagger and quiet charisma, he became the smooth contrast to Chris's constant misfortunes. Yet behind that calm demeanor was a young actor with immense potential. At just 13, Tequan was already stacking credits, and it was clear he was destined for more than teen stardom. Following the sitcom's finale, Tequan proved his range by taking on darker, more complex roles. He earned critical acclaim as Lee Boyd Malvo in Blue Caprice, showcasing emotional depth and dramatic intensity that surprised those who only knew him from comedy. Television audiences then saw his growth in series like General Hospital Boomerang and All Night, where he seamlessly switched genres without missing a beat. Beyond acting, Tequan also embraced music under the name T-Rich, adding another creative layer to his expanding resume. His dedication to his craft, both on screen and in the studio, demonstrates a maturity that sets him apart from many of his peers. Rather than chasing fame, he's focused on building substance in every project. Today, Tequan continues to evolve as a performer and artist. He's one of the rare child actors who transitioned into adulthood without scandal or burnout, carving out a quiet but meaningful career marked by thoughtful choices. From teen heartthrob to multifaceted creative, Tequan Richmond stands as proof that slow, steady growth often leads to the most lasting impact. Imani Hakim. Imani Hakim became a household name as Tanya Rock, the witty, sharp-tongued youngest sibling on Everybody Hates Chris. Her sass, timing, and natural chemistry with the cast made her a standout even among veterans. But behind her on-screen charm was a story of sheer determination. Moving to Los Angeles at age 11 with her father Imani, faced homelessness while chasing her dream. They slept in their car, unsure of what the future held, until Tanya came along and changed everything. That role didn't just provide stability, it ignited a journey of relentless growth. While filming, Imani stayed homeschooled and dedicated herself to mastering her craft. After the sitcom concluded, she avoided being typecast, tackling deeper, more challenging roles. Her portrayal of Olympic gymnast Gabby Douglas in The Gabby Douglas Story was a turning point, proving her ability to lead dramatic narratives with grace and grit. She continued building her resume with appearances in Burning Sands' Chocolate City and currently stars in the Apple TV Plus hit Mythic Quest, where she brings fresh energy to a whole new audience. Off-screen, Imani's life also blossomed. She's now engaged to actor Chris Naoki Lee, and the two recently announced they're expecting their first child. Even as her life evolves, Imani remains deeply connected to her roots, often sharing motivational insights and advocating for mental health, wellness, and representation. Her story, rising from hardship to success, is not just inspiring. It's proof that passion paired with discipline can overcome the harshest odds. Now, an actress, producer, and soon-to-be mother, Imani Hakim is far more than a former child star. She's a force whose brightest days are still ahead. Vito Ruginis. Though his name may not be instantly familiar to casual viewers, Vito Ruginis has long been a recognizable face in film and television, known for playing intense, sharp-witted, and often intimidating characters. On Everybody Hates Chris, he appeared in a small but impactful guest role, adding gravitas and a hint of danger to the show's usually comedic tone. His ability to leave a strong impression in limited screen time speaks to the depth of his craft. Born to Lithuanian parents and raised in Chicago, Vito honed his skills through years of theater before transitioning to television and film. His credits span decades with appearances in major productions such as The Devil's Advocate, Broken Arrow, and Cliffhanger. His on-screen energy typically leans toward the intense, making him a go-to choice for roles involving law enforcement, military personnel, or morally ambiguous figures. In addition to his film work, Ruginis has made his mark across numerous hit TV series, CSI, NCIS, ER House, and Law & Order, often portraying characters with authority and edge. He has the rare ability to command a scene, even without many lines, relying on facial expression and presence to create tension or empathy. While his time on Everybody Hates Chris was brief, his inclusion in the series showcased the show's smart casting choices and its use of seasoned professionals to add layers of authenticity. Vito Ruginis remains active in the industry today, continuing to balance film, television, and voiceover work. In a career marked by consistency and quiet excellence, Ruginis exemplifies the kind of actor who may not chase the spotlight but never fails to deliver when it shines on him. Jasmine Guy. Though her appearance in Everybody Hates Chris was brief, portraying Sheila Ridenhour, a refined and opinionated guest character in the Everybody Hates Elections episode, Jasmine Guy left an unmistakable mark. Even in a single scene, she exuded the poised confidence and unmistakable charisma that have defined her decades-long career. Born to perform, Jasmine began as a dancer before making waves in acting. She reached household name status as Whitley Gilbert in A Different World, a role that merged sass with sophistication, and earned her multiple NAACP Image Awards. Her voice, her timing, and her expressive style made Whitley one of the most iconic black female characters on television in the 90s. After her sitcom fame, Jasmine never slowed down. She shifted between television, film, and stage tackling roles in School Days, Harlem Nights, and Queen Sugar, while also lending her voice to animated series and producing for theater. Her emotional intelligence as an actress allowed her to transition between comedic and dramatic roles with remarkable ease. More recently, she returned to TV screens in the thriller series Diara from Detroit, once again proving her range and appeal to new generations of fans. Off-screen, Jasmine is known for her work mentoring young performers and advocating for arts in education. Her enduring presence in the entertainment industry speaks not only to her talent, but to her ability to evolve without ever compromising her authenticity. From her breakout role in the 80s, to her stylish cameo on Everybody Hates Chris and her current endeavors, Jasmine Guy remains a class act, graceful, gifted, and always in command of her narrative. Pauletta Pearson Washington. Best known publicly as the wife of Denzel Washington, Pauletta Pearson Washington is far more than just a partner to a legend. She is a trained actress, classical pianist, and a deeply respected presence in the arts. Though she didn't have a credited role in Everybody Hates Chris, her long-standing influence and background in performance make her part of the same era of strong black creatives that shaped the cultural framework the show reflects. Pauletta studied at the Juilliard School and North Carolina School of the Arts, grounding herself in both music and drama. Her early career included appearances on television and stage, including roles in productions like The Watsons Go to Birmingham and She's Gotta Have It, Netflix series where she demonstrated emotional depth and quiet command. Unlike many in the spotlight, Pauletta made a conscious decision to prioritize family life while still engaging in meaningful creative work. She has also lent her talents behind the scenes, supporting arts initiatives, participating in musical performances, and working with community organizations to uplift the next generation of performers. Known for her elegance and strength, she has been a powerful yet understated influence on one of Hollywood's most respected families. Though often operating out of the limelight, Pauletta's presence looms large. She represents the artists who nurture legacies without the need for constant visibility. Her contributions remind us that influence isn't always measured by screen time, but by depth, commitment, and the courage to forge a meaningful path on your own terms. Mike Epps, though his role on Everybody Hates Chris was limited to guest appearances as Uncle Mike Epps made every moment unforgettable. His raw humor, unpredictable energy, and that classic, cool but messy uncle vibe brought fresh life to the show. He wasn't just comic relief. He was the kind of family member who walks into a room and instantly shifts the dynamic for better or worse. Mike's career, however, began long before his Brooklyn cameo. Born in 1970 in Indianapolis, he rose through the ranks of stand-up comedy in the 1990s and made waves with Def Comedy Jam. His big break came with the role of Day in Next Friday and Friday After Next, where he replaced Chris Tucker and still managed to command laughs on his own terms. His comedic style, equal parts chaos and charm, earned him roles in blockbuster comedies like The Hangover and Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. But Epps also explored his serious side, portraying Richard Pryor in Nina and diving into drama with HBO's Winning Time. He showed audiences that he wasn't just about jokes, he could deliver depth when called upon. Currently, he stars in Netflix's The Upshaws alongside Kim Fields and Wanda Sykes, blending situational humor with real-life family tension. Offstage, Mike is known for his outspoken personality, unfiltered interviews, and passion for uplifting new comedians. He continues to tour nationwide, headlining his Funny as Ish comedy show. Whether on set or on stage, Mike Epps remains an unpredictable, magnetic entertainer, one who can make you laugh uncontrollably and still hit you with a dose of truth. Keshia Knight Pulliam. Keshia Knight. Pulliam's brief role in Everybody Hates Chris as Sheila. The mother of a girl Chris liked and a love interest for his dad was a subtle wink to her long-standing place in black TV history. Audiences instantly recognized her charm and poise, shaped by years of growing up before their eyes. Keshia first rose to fame as Rudy Huxtable on The Cosby Show, making history as the youngest actress ever nominated for an Emmy at age 6. She became a household name not just for her adorable delivery, but for her effortless ability to light up a scene. However, what's most remarkable is how she navigated the often difficult path from child stardom to adult reinvention. In her post-sitcom years, she took on more mature roles, including a key part in Tyler Perry's House of Pain, which introduced her to a new audience. She's also appeared in TV movies, reality shows like Celebrity Big Brother, and continues to act in independent productions that reflect her evolving voice. Off-camera, Keshia has taken ownership of her image and future. She earned a degree in sociology, launched her own podcast, and became an advocate for women's empowerment and entrepreneurship. Today, she's a wife to actor Brad James and a proud mother to 2 children, titles she holds with joy and grace. From child prodigy to business-savvy woman, Keshia Knight Pulliam proves that reinvention doesn't require erasure of the past. She honors her legacy while building a new one on her own terms with elegance, vision, and a steady sense of purpose. David Alan Grier. Though he made only a fleeting appearance on Everybody Hates Chris, David Alan Grier's comedic presence is unmistakable. Even in minor roles, his charisma, timing, and razor-sharp delivery instantly elevate a scene. But Grier's career spans far beyond sitcom cameos. He's a rare breed, a classically trained actor with a soul rooted in sketch comedy. Born in 1956 and trained at Yale School of Drama, Grier first made waves on Broadway in A Soldier's Play and earned a Tony Award nomination for his work in Dreamgirls. However, his breakout with mainstream audiences came as one of the core cast members on In Living Color, where he created unforgettable characters and flexed a chameleon-like ability to shapeshift between personas, absurd, outrageous, or grounded in social commentary. Post In Living Color. Grier continued to navigate both stage and screen, balancing comedy with dramatic gravitas. He's voiced characters in animated hits, appeared in cult films like Jumanji, and was even a finalist on Dancing with the Stars. Most recently, he starred in St. Denis Medical and earned a Tony Award for his role in A Soldier's Play, the same production that launched his Broadway journey decades earlier. Behind the scenes, Grier is a writer, producer, and mentor, always pushing the boundaries of what a black comedic actor can represent. Whether he's playing a preacher, a father, or a fool, his versatility is undeniable. A legend still going strong. David Alan Grier remains a living blueprint for what staying power in entertainment truly looks like. Eddie K. Thomas. Eddie K. Thomas may be best known to most as the eccentric and cerebral Paul Finch from the American Pie franchise, but his guest role on Everybody Hates Chris as Mr. Billings. The awkward substitute teacher demonstrated his gift for dry, offbeat comedy. With his lanky frame, expressive face, and understated delivery, Thomas has a knack for making even small roles unforgettable. Born in 1980, Thomas began acting at a young age and built a career grounded in consistent, diverse work. While American Pie turned him into a pop culture fixture in the early 2000s, he refused to be defined by one franchise. He took on roles in the Harold and Kumar series, the thriller Blind Dating, and romantic comedies like Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, always choosing characters with quirks and edge. In television, Thomas starred in Till Death and later took a leading role in Scorpion, where he played Toby Curtis, a fast-talking behaviorist. The series allowed him to show his intelligence and comic sensibility in a more mature setting, further distancing him from his teenage cult status. Throughout his career, Eddie has proven that you don't need blockbuster lead roles to make an impact. He's one of those actors whose face you remember and whose performances linger longer than expected. Even in Everybody Hates Chris. His brief appearance left a lasting impression, proof that authenticity, even in short bursts, never goes unnoticed. Quietly enduring and always surprising, Eddie K. Thomas is the quintessential supporting actor who brings depth to every story he joins. Alfonso Ribeiro. Though Alfonso Ribeiro didn't hold a central role in Everybody Hates Chris, his legacy in television comedy made his appearance feel like a tribute to sitcom royalty. Known around the world as Carlton Banks from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Ribeiro's career has been a fascinating mix of early stardom, unexpected reinventions, and remarkable resilience. Born in 1971 in New York, Alfonso began performing as a child, starring in Broadway's The Tap Dance Kid, and even dancing alongside Michael Jackson in a Pepsi commercial. However, it was the role of Carlton, the sweater-loving, uptight cousin with the unforgettable Carlton dance, that catapulted him into pop culture history. His performance was so precise, so distinctive, that it became both his greatest triumph and, for a time, his most challenging obstacle. Post-Fresh Prince, Ribeiro faced the same hurdle many sitcom icons do: typecasting. He openly admitted that the character's popularity made it difficult to land new acting roles. Yet, rather than retreat, he pivoted. His natural charisma, sharp wit, and love for performing found a new home in television hosting. He went on to win Dancing with the Stars, and later became the show's co-host, eventually replacing Tom Bergeron as the lead host. His long-running stint as the face of America's Funniest Home Videos further solidified his place as a family-friendly TV staple. Ribeiro's journey is one of evolution. He didn't cling to nostalgia, he embraced it while moving forward. Through reinvention and versatility, he built a second wave of fame not reliant on acting, but rooted in personality humor and relatability. Now, a father and husband, he balances show business with personal fulfillment, often sharing his love of golf, dance, and family life. Alfonso Ribeiro is living proof that even when boxed in by one iconic role, a true entertainer will always find new ways to shine, whether on a sitcom set, a dance floor, or behind a game show podium. The legacy of Everybody Hates Chris proves that great storytelling, when paired with unforgettable performances, can stand the test of time. From breakout stars to surprise guest appearances, each cast member has carved their own path, some quietly, others with major acclaim. But one thing is certain, they've all grown beyond the characters we once knew. What do you think? Did any of their transformations surprise you? Drop your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. And if you love stories like these, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence for more.